Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the tour. This time I'm here with C-Plex, aka Plex. And what's up, man? How you been?
Oh, what is going on? Glad to be on here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just like I said, um, the last podcast, sometimes we're gonna have a group, sometimes we're not. This one's just gonna be me and C-Plex talking about
Yeah,
our
whole
little
bunch of
duo.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think on the last podcast, I mean, it was like just like I guess you could say like a jump, and just like say, hey, screw it, let's try it, and then I mean, I know for the people who are watching or like listening, it wasn't perfect, but it's we all got to start somewhere, and we're like, let's just try it, just record it. You never know, and just work our way and progress through it.
Yeah, we
Because
just
I
wanted
know,
to get something out there.
yeah. Because I know in the last podcast, it was like our video corrupted, as Ryan was telling me just now,
Yeah.
and our audio as well. But and then at the same time, some of our like gnarly Mark and probably sometimes mine are like in the background noise. You hear a bunch of crap, and you can barely hear Mark,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a whole bunch of mess. But we'll get it through. We'll try our best to I guess just
It was just the
what's the word?
first step. It was just getting our feet wet. That was just the
Yeah,
thing. It was it
and
was it was more of just getting something out there and seeing how it's gonna be.
yeah. And at the same time, like we're kind of like either staying on topic or
Yeah, going wide
wondering
left.
off. Yeah, so like we're just trying to get the jitters out, and and it's what's crazy is that we always talk like a lot, and we have
Yeah,
like I was telling Brandon was telling me, like we used to have like these deep conversations in the car, like when we
dude.
were always together, or like
Yeah,
even in the party chat, we had always like just talk and talk and talk, like just comfortable and like all like good. And when we have like this thought in our mind, like, hey, we're recording, so like we're trying to like stay professional in some
yeah.
kind of way.
Because I mean, it could get out of hand pretty quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
so
after
it's
we done, like after we're done playing, like most of the time we just stay and chat and just literally just talk like for a good like hour, and they're like, all right,
yeah,
time to get off.
yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
just yeah, it's just that's for the start of our first one, and I hope and thank that a lot of people liked and comment on the video, and it sure appreciates from all of us, and we'll try to keep this thing going.
yes, sir. So Chris,
But
let's get it kicked off for real,
yeah,
for real. So tell me about
uh,
yourself, man. Let's use this episode to get like to know one each other like more, let people know
for
us.
uh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, my name is Chris. As for those who don't know, I mean from the last podcast, but I'm Chris. Go by Cplex. Um, nothing much from me, man. I just wake up every morning as a normal like casual person. Get up from work at 3 o'clock and don't come home till 1, and try to grind with these guys. Try to make videos. Try to do some like just be on like creative side of like the entertainment. It's always been I guess as you could say a thrive for me. Like I always wanted something like that we would enjoy and for the long run, and like hopefully end up making income from it. uh but I mean, as far as for me, about me, I'm just a chill person. I love to have fun.
Mhm.
I love to collab with a bunch of other people, friends, family, people all over across the world. Like I enjoy just playing and making new friends, and just having a good time, because you can't beat that. You could use
Yeah.
a little fun in your life, and enjoy little hobbies here and there, and that's pretty much about me, man. I just love to have fun, enjoy life as it goes, and because life's too short. So yeah, that's pretty much me, man. What about you, man? How's it going? I
Yeah,
know we came a
it's
long way
going,
from this.
dude. Yeah. Just thinking about how far we got, dude. Just
Yeah,
like look
it's
at us, like we're actually doing a podcast right now.
yeah, no,
Well, My name is Brandon, aka RhiNosiiTe. That competitive side Call of Duty now, but
Yeah, that the OG,
the
like the
OG,
OG
yeah.
Rhino Warrior.
Rhino
You
Warrior, aka RhiNosiiTe for the competitive side Call of Duty. Oh man, dude, that
yeah,
shit.
those videos. Dude,
Yeah.
remember when we would always like look back and we're like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
I was gonna make a reaction video to my old videos because I was like, dude, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Hey man, we're
doing?
young. We're young and we're new
Yeah,
at this, so
yeah.
it's pretty good. I'm glad
I
that
just
you made
like,
videos like that so you can like look back. I mean,
yeah,
as for me, I wish I would have had that too, but you know, I just always slacked off for like buying like the cameras and like editing my stuff. I was very fucking late, like lazy, straight up.
yeah.
Well, it wasn't that I was. Yeah, fuck yeah, I was lazy. I couldn't edit my videos, and like it just took too much time. I was just like like it would get the best of me. I was like, man,
You're always
screw all
thinking
that.
too hard, or just like, oh, I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
But yeah,
no, man. Me and you have been like duos, like since day one. I mean,
yeah,
in game and out of game. I mean, not only because we're family, but
yeah,
it's just we've been through a lot of experience together, and I'm
dude,
glad that we're like
yes,
here to
yeah.
record and tell it to the whole world and to let people know who we are and what we're about. And again, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro.
Please introduce,
Yeah, was
introduce
it
yourself.
Yeah, I'm Brandon, RhiNosiiTe. I'm just a regular person. I wake up every day working a 8-hour job time to time. Um, I'm a loving, fun, caring guy. I'm a big boy, as
I'm a
people
big
say.
boy.
Hey, he's thick. Yeah, nah, but
Be thick.
he thick. Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, nah. But yeah, I just really want to progress through this gaming stuff. It's really been a dream for me. And I know there's a lot of people out there telling us like this is stupid, ridiculous, you're just wasting time. And just because they really just don't see what we see behind the scenes. We've been following this for a long time. I mean, I've been following this longer than Cplex. And what I've seen it evolve to, dude, like it's insane. Like right now, it's franchised. Right now, it's like professional sports on TV. The NFL, the NBA, baseball. Like it's evolving so fast. No one's seeing it, and they're not giving it a chance. They don't see the future of it.
No, yeah, I agree with all that. I mean, like to follow up from the past podcasts, that we didn't really think anything of it. But as for me, when you have told me all this stuff, like I really didn't think there's even like a possibility of people like this doing all this kinds of stuff and making money and all that. All I knew was, or out of all this side, was just basically the YouTube side and just like stuff like that. But like actually being like a professional player and all these types of games, it's just unbelievable and like how much it's progressed. And as like dude, and from a while back, like the reason why I kind of wanted us to start this is because you never know. I didn't want like me or you or the guys like to just miss out on this opportunity and just like let it go and like say like later on like what if I was to like record that podcast or
Yeah,
what if I was to stream that day, who would have ever known like we probably ended up blowing up or something, like I
true.
just didn't want us to like to miss an opportunity. I like to push people to like be better and whatever they love to do. And it doesn't like mean like it like because what we do, we don't only just game. We have people that just like have a passion for making music or making videos or pictures, etc.,
Yeah,
etc. And so
we're trying
I like
to.
to push.
But yeah, I was trying to emphasize like we're just trying to expand entertainment in general.
Yeah. uh I don't know, like in the like right now we're like a small group, but we're trying to get there and just make our way up. And hopefully the people that who are watching, you see us as you do now, and like get bigger and bigger as we go, and just see we grow together
Yeah,
through this stuff. It's crazy, man. But
it's been a crazy ride, man. But yeah, I just I'm just an average Joe.
Average Joe.
Yeah.
Yo, hold on. 1 second. Did your
Yeah.
voice get just deeper or something? You just hit, or is it that your
No.
voice?
No.
Yo.
Nah, just average Joe. Well, does it sound different?
Yeah, it just sounds different. Like you just fucking went in demon mode or something.
My balls dropped.
Yeah.
Oh man, nah.
No, well, it's early in the morning, so it's probably just that kicking
Yeah,
in.
just
So
that beginning. It was like, yeah, dude. We were up until like forever. uh, I didn't go to sleep until like 6, and I just woke up like probably like 2 hours ago. It's like 11 a.m. right now.
yeah.
It's insane. Like our
Yeah.
bodies hate ourselves, dude.
Yeah. And then we just I don't know, I feel like it's just a grind.
Yeah,
But we just wanted to get this out of the way, We just want
yeah,
to just
man.
keep on going with this. And I think later on in the day we're probably gonna end up recording another podcast with the guys that who are available to come. So that's another thing, but try to kick back into the topic is just man, how did you become or like how to come across gaming the way and like the way that you do? Like how did it all just happen and wanted you to do more
Yeah,
and like just get into the competitive scene?
yeah. Well, we've been gaming most of like our lives, man, since we were kids, like all the time, staying up late nights playing single player games from
Yeah,
the N64 and
the
everything.
Nintendo. Yeah,
Yeah, like even though we sucked at it, we played it. It was fun.
yeah.
But I remember I was playing like all nighters. I would stay up late so I could play the game after my parents would go to bed.
Yeah.
And I remember being in a lobby and these guys were talking about pro teams and MLG this, MLG that, phase, optic, da 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 da. I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell are these guys talking about, dude?
Yeah.
Like pro gamer. I was like, these guys are just clan guys. Like that's
Yeah.
always I was like, clans, blah,
Blah.
trash.
Yeah, like what the fuck, you nerds.
Yeah,
Like,
I always thought like these guys are just like super like geeked out.
yeah.
But then I finally looked into it, and I remember I tuned in on Call of Duty XP when they were playing Modern Warfare 2,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Optic Gaming versus some EU team. I forgot. I remember they were hyping it up, and I watched it, dude, and I instantly fell in love with it. I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is it!" The
And
plays and everything they were making, and
yeah.
um, just seeing like I remember Optic Gaming was my very first team. Like I was a diehard Optic fan,
Yeah.
and
And it kind of like lingered off to me too. I mean, like I said, when you had showed me like when I just oh my god, barely woken up that one morning a while back, and I saw you watching all this stuff, and I was like, what the
yeah,
heck?
dude, yeah, like flash
That's the
forward like
second. Yeah, yeah,
9, 8 years, dude,
yeah.
and just showing you that.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. How not only that time flies, dude. Because I just remember like if it was yesterday,
Yeah.
and no, yeah, you showed me, and it kind of like changed everything for me. I was like, wow, like there's actually people that do this stuff, and I remember watching that video and like the crowd, I was watching the crowd and them getting hyped up, and
Yeah.
them being a team, and as for me, we were always gamers, like as Brandon was saying, like we would always play
Yeah.
games as we were younger, and day and night, like we didn't give 2 cents on like anything, like
Yeah.
carefree in the world. All we had to do was play games, and we had like the best time of our lives. But as a as for me, when you had shown me that, I was like, oh crap, like this looks pretty dope. Like, being on the team, representing the team, and have the fans and
Yeah.
just all people going crazy for you. Like I was like, dang, dude, that this is crazy. And as a competitive person that I am in sports and life and in games as well, I was like, oh, dude, this is like the cherry on top for me. Like I should just try it. Like
Yeah.
screw it. And so, man, and then as soon as we thought of like this stuff, immediately we were like, all right, we got to start a team. We got
Yeah.
to do this and
We
that,
already
and like
started.
practice.
We
Yeah,
started making outlines
yeah,
of the team, names. We were trying to think of names. We're trying to think of like how are we gonna recruit people? How are we gonna
yeah,
get this? How are we gonna do this? Oh, we
yeah,
gotta think of a freaking logo, dude. Oh my god.
yeah.
And
We got to think of our gamer tag, like our names.
yeah,
And back then, like I've always had the same. Like I think I still have it.
same
Yeah,
freaking gamer tags, man, for
yeah,
like
the same.
years.
And I had like the. Okay, let me explain my gamer tag and how I got it. Okay, it's
You're
pretty
just
much.
kind of crazy. Like you're the first one to get that, and it's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
So how I first got it my or got it my how I first got my gamer tag is when I first got the PS3, and it was pretty much the first time I was playing online, and
Yeah,
it tells you like you gotta log in and you gotta enter a gamer tag, and dude, for me, I don't like reading. And I don't like reading all the bullshit, all the like underlines, fine lines, like screw all that. Like
I
I ain't
don't care
about
about
that.
my
So
safety, bro.
so yeah, pretty much. And it was just going through like just
Yeah,
putting my name, last name, first name, all my stuff, and then I'm guessing what I came across, and it told me, oh, use your gamer tag, don't use your real name, blah blah blah. And here's me, Chris Leva, all
don't
together.
tell me what to do.
Yeah, so I put my
uh,
first and last name as my first gamer tag, and I've had that for the longest
yes,
time. And I think recently now I just changed it. Instead of Chris Leva, it's HBK Chris or Cplex, and
yeah,
I should have kept it, but I was like, it'll be fine. Like, but that's how I came across my name, and I've had that name for like the longest time since I decided to move my name into Cplex or
yeah.
Plex. It was originally supposed to
Probably
be
like
Plex.
10 years, dude. Honestly, it
Yeah,
seems like
it
it.
was originally supposed to be just Plex, and I was like, the gamer tag was always just taken, and I was like, man, what the hell? So I just kept doing it and doing it. I was like, all right, let me just try to put my first initial right in front of it, so Cplex, and boom, it just came up, and I
Clicked
just
in.
took it. Yeah, I just took it, and
All right, I'll
yeah,
take it.
yeah, and ever since I stuck with it.
Yeah, my first gamer tag was Rhino Warrior
Yeah,
1999. I
1999.
remember getting that one too. PS3, man. It was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like online play. I was like, fuck, I need to get this.
Yeah,
I remember my parents wouldn't let me for the longest time, and finally they're like, all right, you can make an account. I was like, yes. I was like, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. And I was sitting there, went through all the bullshit,
yeah,
like reading. Then I came. It was like, all right, choose your username, choose your game tag. I was like, dude, oh my god, what am I gonna use? And rhinos have always been my thing, dude.
yeah.
Just how they are. I feel like they're just. It's like my spirit animal, dude.
Yeah. No, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you. I mean, if for the people who don't know, Brandon, like he probably has the strength of a goddamn rhino. Cause
The
like goddamn. But yeah, that's
yeah,
just crazy. I believe that too. Like that's your spirit animal.
yeah,
It's always been ever since you were younger. You always kept it up, and yeah,
yeah.
it just resembles you. I guess you could
I
say.
was like, oh, man, I need Rhino in my name. I was like, I gotta have Rhino in my name.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, Rhino. So I just tried Rhino straight up, and it was like name already taken. I was like, shit. I was
And
like,
I think in the PS3, like if I remember correctly, if you put a name in, it'll like have like on the side like a
like,
generator.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
does it still do that
Recommended.
to this day? Yeah, it
I
does.
think it does, dude. Like it
Yeah,
just gives you like Rhino 2436. It'll be
yeah,
Rhino ABCDEFG.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like it kept on spitting out like random names. And I was like, you know what? Like I need Rhino. You know what? I'm a warrior. And I was like, I'm a warrior on the field. I'm gonna be a warrior in the game. So I was like,
Mm.
Rhino Warrior, and that was taken. I was like, fuck. Then finally, I was stressing over it. My dad was
Fuck
like,
it.
hey, why don't you just put your birthday year at the end? I was like, okay. I did, and it accepted it. I was like, oh my god. I was so happy, but like looking back on it, that was like stupid. Because now, like
Yeah.
every time somebody saw 1999, they were like,
Oh, like
"Dude, are
this guy's
you? This
young.
is a little squeaker, man."
Yeah.
I
And
was,
then you come onto this podcast and then you hear this deep
yeah,
ass voice, deeper than mine. God damn it! I was just
but yeah, then I,
yeah, but no, that's crazy, dude.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember my first kill on as soon as I hopped in the game. I remember the very first game. It was that one map where there's like broken buildings on each side, and there's a road with a tank in the middle, and you know that pipe you could go under.
Was it, dude?
Dude, oh fuck.
Uh, was it on MW?
Yeah, it was on MW.
Uh, dude, dude, no telling, dude. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't remember the
But I
name.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Are you sure? Was it on MW2 or just like the very first one?
no, the very first one. That was
Oh,
my first game online.
dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I
Yeah,
think
I
it.
just don't remember the name, dude.
What the heck? I just had a brain fart. Was it
It,
Ambush?
it might be Ambush. I think it was
Ambush?
Ambush.
That's the one that was like it had tanks in the middle and like it had like the underground pipeline or
Yeah, and there was
uh
man, but yeah, I remember spawning in first first go. My
mm,
first kill was a random nade across map. and,
dude
boom, and just seeing
yeah.
that other person's username pop up next to mine saying that I killed them, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!" I was hyped. I was like, "I killed them! I killed them!"
That you
Yeah,
Kobe for the very
I
first time.
Kobe the very first Kobe. Yeah, yeah,
It succeeded.
yeah,
Dude, that's crazy how you even remember like the little stuff like that. Like for me, as a beast that I am, I don't remember my first kills. I'm just kidding. No,
There's too
I
many to
legit,
count. There's too many
yeah,
to
like
count.
I didn't really think of anything like that. And I think it's just because of the fact that when I played Call of Duty, from pretty much picking up from the last podcast and
Yeah,
how I started it was just because I played zombies and that really was the thing for me in Call of Duty franchise. Like I didn't really care about the multiplayer. I didn't have a catch of interest in it because I didn't really think of anything of it than just being a multiplayer and I think it comes with the fact that I didn't want to play with like computers and I didn't have we'd never played on the internet before back then
yeah,
and so I was like man this is boring like no one wants to play with me and I don't want to play against computers or bots so I think that's what led me to zombies and those endless rounds just trying to survive and pack a punch in and no actually I don't know if pack a punch was even a thing back then but just getting the
yeah,
box and getting the rarest guns like that was like the hype for me and so I was like heck yeah and so I think that's how I started, and then eventually when I got a PS3, and then I found out that Brandon plays on it too, and so I tried to
yeah.
get the same game as him, and we all played, and that's how it freaking crumbled down into all this. So yeah, it was always just a zombie thing for me for Call of Duty.
Yeah, I remember playing zombies with you too. Like we would just play on local because like we get
Yeah,
mad when or
the
like just
team
like
or
when after like or like before the online thing, we would play local and just see how far
yeah,
we could get and just like
yeah,
keep on going and
mhm,
hitting those 99 rounds or trying to
yeah,
get past 100, trying to get better
yeah,
every time. It was funny, man.
yeah. And dude, what's crazy to think about it now? Like I just had a thought in my mind that back then when I was living with my sister,
Uh huh.
it was me, my sister, just everybody, the usual like
Yeah.
my sister's boyfriend back then, Joey, and his
Yeah.
cousins and Mark and Adrian, so yada yada yada. But uh, they of course they had an Xbox, and I've always been a PlayStation person, but I don't know why I didn't have the game on the PlayStation. It was either that or I didn't have enough controls. But they had an Xbox, and we had like a little split screen, like against one and one against each other.
Yeah.
And dude, I was like so like I think coming to that, like I think that's where it came from. Like I had so much enjoyment on that, like just
Like
beating people.
when
Like
they say, "Oh, you ain't nothing," and you're like 1v
yeah,
1v, and you
yeah.
just
And so like
destroy them,
that
dude.
moment, yeah. Oh no 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 no! Oh my god! I just had another thought in my mind. Okay,
Oh man.
dude,
Yeah.
take it back to high school. I think in ninth grade. Is either ninth grade or senior year. I think it was ninth grade.
Uh huh.
Yeah, my freshman year, if I believe correctly. It was ninth grade, and I think it's when MW came out, or a few years later. I remember always going to my friend's house, and he had an Xbox as well. Like all my friends, for some reason, like Xbox. Like, what the heck is wrong with y'all guys?
I don't
Like,
know, man.
what is up with Xbox? Like,
It's
that's
trash, bro.
well. To be fair, I guess the 360 was, I guess,
Yeah,
better than the PlayStation 3, but at the
because
same
I
time,
mean,
you can't beat a free
I
play
I
online.
I give it to them that the 360. That's what really like started the MOG stuff. It was all on Xbox.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah,
don't give them
but
too much
that
credit.
it's like, all right, take you're here. I need you down here. I need take it
Yeah,
down a notch, bud.
yeah. But okay, yeah. Anyways, I remember always going at lunch and going to his house, and it'll be like me and my friend, a couple other friends, like four other friends, and we'll go to his living room, and we would just eat for lunch, and he had an Xbox, and we were all just 1v1 on shipment, just going at it, boom, 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 and I liked it, dude. And I was just having so much fun with it, just fucking murdering, and like I was
Yeah,
like, oh heck yeah. And so I think that's what kind of kicked it a little bit, and then I just died off because I didn't really think it was a thing.
too much
Still,
of it.
yeah, that was prior what you had showed me, and
Yeah,
so kicking back to where I was talking about on the multiplayer with family members.
yeah.
That time is like my first ever experience on just multiplayer ever. Like, cause even in custom, dude, like you will rank up and get prestiged and all this other
Mm-hmm.
stuff and get like all these types of
I
what's it calling cards,
yeah,
emblems.
call signs, emblems.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, this is the fucking funnest shit I've ever done, and it was MW2.
Yeah,
I was like, man, like I was murdering, I was getting all this cool crowds, like rubbing it in, like you can't get this stuff,
you
and
can't get on me,
each time
man.
that they would, I was like, oh hell no, like I'll try to do even more, like I was trying to drop like a
Yeah,
30 bomb, a 40 bomb on them, and back then, like that was like that was like a lot because we were just split screen into four, so
yeah,
it just like squint your eyes at the little corner, your little own corner was
yeah,
like a pain in the ass because not only did the opposite player knew you were at, they just had to look on the other side of the screen.
yeah.
So like that was a bunch of BS, but yeah, that just really kicked off like on my competitive side, and it was just fun, man. Like those old games, old cool memories of that stuff, I'll always cherish because it's made me who I am right now.
I remember staying up, playing, jumping in custom games, and
Hmm.
playing Michael Myers and like trying to hide
Oh
from
yeah,
everybody. Dude,
nice.
that oh my god, that was the best. Like trying
Yeah.
to hide and like someone trying to look for you and running away
Hmm.
from 'em. Oh like
Hmm. And that's what led up to like when you think about it, dude. That's what led up to like Infected, the game
yeah,
Infected, the
yeah,
game mode, I should say. It's just crazy, dude. Like how everything just snowballs into like something crazy like this.
yeah.
it's
So
it's just
was it so what would you classify yourself in Call of Duty? Are you an AR player, a sub player, and like what really got you to like loving the guns that you use now?
To be honest, I think what led me into like just any really any gun. Well, when you had showed me uh the optics and like the MLG stuff, like I was like
Yeah,
really into watching it, and I back then never realized and knew like there's only like one type of player. Like you
yeah,
got your ARs, you got your subs, you got your the flex players, and
like flex.
etc. Yeah, like all the other good shit. Like I didn't really think of that, but back then when we would play multiplayer, I would like to use both, and
Yeah,
uh but I think in like the BL3 series and like back then watching like Scump use his sub, bro, like I thought that was like the best ever. So I think that's what kind of made me want to be a sub player in the very beginning.
uh huh,
But then again, as time goes on, I just realized I was good at the AR as well, and so I'm really just I guess you could say, is it called like a hybrid player? Like I
yeah,
can use both.
hybrid. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm able to use both, and I feel comfortable with both, and it really just depends on like the gun and like really the game too,
uh huh.
because sometimes the game like
You gotta see
some
how it
ARs,
feels.
yeah, like if it's the sub feels better for me, I'll use the sub. If they both, I'll run both, and they are etc. etc. But and as for this game of Modern Warfare, I use both, and but you'll see me running the AR the most because I like just watching like those deep lanes, and if I need to like have a sub, like I'm just running gunning, like I'll just slay out,
Yeah,
as different game modes like hard points and yada yada yada. But as for right now, I'm more comfortable with the AR. But I used to use the sniper and MW, but like I think they changed the game mechanics, dude, and I don't like any
yeah.
other mother
Like,
freaking game mechanics with the sniper than MW, bro. Like it just doesn't work out for me.
I think MW was the last time they had aim assist with snipers.
Yeah, like it
After
was
that, they
just
got rid of it. Or actually, I think it was MW too.
I like man, did that just fuck up my world? Like I was so good at using
You
that sniper,
shitted
bro.
on my cupcake, Dad.
Yeah, like I had so many clips, bro, in MW when we played GBs and all
Yeah.
this other good stuff. Like I had crazy clips on my YouTube channel to this day, and I think I still have some saved on my USB drive and in the PlayStation now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I was just going ham. Like, just my voice just cracked. Y'all ignore
Damn.
that shit. Ham,
Damn.
ham. Nah, but
uh,
it's because I have a sore throat, and y'all better not say jack shit
mm,
about that. No,
yeah. Mm.
no. But anyways, that's to kick
Mm.
back off what we were talking about. Like in the game battles, you'll think like, oh, I gotta use an AR or I gotta use a sub. Bro, nah, hell no. Put that sniper in my hand and a deagle and like that. Call it a day. Like I'll just use that, and man, those were the times, man,
Yeah.
when we just started playing on that. But yeah, as to kick off on what you said, if I was an AR or sub, I'll say like I can run both. It just really depends on the game and how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what about you, man? What do you like to run?
Man, I feel like I'm a hybrid as well, but I lean towards the AR more.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I just like far away engagements most
Mm-hmm.
of the time. I just like
Like that
holding down the
range.
yeah, like holding down the lane, looking at it, calling out crosses, and like if they try to push that lane, just like defending that location.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid to like if I want to rush and like try to catch them off guard, I instantly switch to like a sub and a knife and just
Yeah.
head first going in there try to get like first blood or at least like two
Yeah.
kills off the rip. And but
I also noticed you leaned on towards like the sniper and stuff like
yeah,
that.
sniper like my core thing.
What got you into sniping or like wanted to like try out the sniper?
So it was again Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. Um, I just remember watching. I was always interested in snipers, dude. I was always watching sniper documentaries,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Kyle, like all the like the the war vets and like the stories behind it of them crawling like 10 miles to get a location to take out a general in the middle of enemy territory. I always thought it was cool. Like, dude, these guys are badasses. Like, they're going deep into like territories or like
Yeah.
far ass away, just picking people off.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to be a sniper. So I picked up the sniper. And I was headstrong about it. I was like, I want to be a sniper. Like snipe, snipe, snipe. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching. I'm not. I don't call like I don't like quick scoping. I'm not like that. I'm just like a core sniper. Just
Mm-hmm. Watching lanes,
yeah,
watching
watching
like
lanes, picking
headies
people
or.
off.
Mm-hmm.
But just seeing what you could do with a sniper and like watching. I remember watching Pomage and a little bit of Hector's videos in the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
them quick scoping and just like
Getting
getting these
quads.
these kill feeds. I was like, dude, I could do that. I was like, that's easy, man. Like I could do
Mm-hmm.
that. And I remember I always be trying to do it from when I first ever started playing Call of Duty, just picking up the sniper. And I remember my dad used to play with me on Call of Duty as well, and he
Yeah.
always gets mad at me because he was actually in the military. He was a Marine, but he was always put up the sniper. Like you're not playing sniper right. Like you're just rushing and you're just trying to kill people. Like running up on them. Like you should be a sub
Right.
player. I was like, nah, no, like Dad, no, no, you don't understand. But
Yeah.
like ever since I picked up the sniper, like I just been grinding at it and just
Mm-hmm.
perfecting it. And like I'm not saying I'm the best at it. I'm still working on things, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty damn good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Just to think about like what people could do with the sniper, like the trick shotting and all that. Because I
Yeah,
remember that too on YouTube. But
that was
like,
like the
I
biggest
was
thing.
like, I was like, how the hell I had like managed to like
I
do
still
like a
don't
bunch of
understand it, dude. I
like
still
I
don't.
just can't like comprehend it in my head that just to spin around so freaking fast and then
360
like,
no scope,
but
why
then
triple
yeah,
access. I was like, what
yeah,
the fuck are you talking about, dude?
yeah, and like just to and then still maintain like where you need to shoot. Like
Yeah,
I just don't get it and like how they do it. Like
they're crackheads, dude.
I was like, what the hell? Like these kids smoking.
Everything, bro.
This is some stuff. But yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. How you just so really and truly, you're like, what would you say right now that what type of player you are? You just run mainly AR? Is that
I'm a AR sniper.
AR sniper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's like your cup of tea right there.
yeah. Yeah, it depends on the map. Like, um, if I know there's gonna be long engagements, sniper out first
Mm-hmm.
with a deagle. But if I so most of the time I take out the sniper, I start getting first bloods and like picking people off, and they stop
Mm-hmm.
going my way, and they start taking off. So when it gets to that point, that's when I take out the AR and I go
Yeah.
hold down another lane, seeing them cross and stuff. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man. And like, man, we've come a long way on this
oh
kind of stuff, man.
hell yeah, we did.
Like how what are your goals for your personal goals and like your goals as right now, like in this kinds of stuff?
Yeah. Um. So I got honestly, I got a lot of goals, man.
Yeah, dude, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
Like you want to like
I want to.
accomplish so much and
Yes.
like overachieve more than you would like ever think of, and yeah, I feel you 100% on that.
Yeah. So I mean, goals. My goals right now is just enjoy life. I mean, try to make the best out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to make something out of this gaming thing. Either be it professional or content creator or something. Want I just want to give something out to the world. That's what
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah.
And it's a hard thing to do. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like a lot of people
Mm.
just oh, you just pick up your phone, start recording. Nah, it's not. It's the exact opposite of that, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's the start of it,
Yeah,
but like the
but
thing is, what people don't realize is that you have to like stay consistent with it, and like you gotta like really throw yourself out there, and try to grab people's attention,
yeah,
attention. Oh my god,
yeah,
just on what you're trying to do, and that's the hard part because when like as for me, like when I try to play or stream or whatever, like it's hard, man, just trying to press that go live, because
yeah,
when you go live sometimes like you don't pull in the viewers that as you want. You don't get
yeah.
that interaction with like the people who are watching you, and it kind of like just
It gets you down.
yeah, like you're like, damn, like
That
what the heck am I doing?
you're not being yourself after that, and
Yeah,
then
and then you find yourself just being quiet, and then you just like it'll just kill your mood. And
yeah,
the thing is, what I see on that is like, it's just it sucks. It's like it's like you got to stick through it type of thing. Like you got to start somewhere. You
yeah,
gotta keep your head down. Just grind and just grind, and you never know like what the possibilities stuff like this,
and
because
there's a lot of skills behind it too.
hmm
You gotta be comfortable talking to a camera. You gotta stare into it, and you gotta actually have a conversation with
yeah,
yourself. But you
yeah,
gotta act like you're talking to someone else on the other side, which you are.
yeah,
And also, you gotta learn software. You gotta learn different types of software. You gotta learn video editing software. You gotta
hmm
learn streaming software. Then you gotta learn about other software on websites to upload the stuff, and you gotta learn on
hmm
those websites the rules of what you can and can't not do, and
yeah.
all that. Like,
And it's just draining. It just drains
it's
the
so much stuff to do,
yeah,
and
and
you're always like you're constantly walking on eggshells nowadays. That's what I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah. It's tough, man. Like,
Yeah,
and you get discouraged a lot, and it's it's not a fun thing to feel. I mean, it's because like for me, as my main goal on what I want to do is like be able to. I know I'm getting up there in age, and so I can't like, I guess you could say, compete with these other guys that are who've been competing forever. And I
yeah,
wish I would have learned this like years back so I could compete. But as for right now, like just being an entertainer, like leading a group of guys into something just big and crazy, something that we never would have imagined doing, and having fun with it,
yeah.
and just making content, just making videos. I like to interact with people who make videos and music and film and photography,
Hmm.
all kinds of stuff like clothing line and stuff like that. And I think that's just crazy how a lot of people are trying to do the same thing. And I think that's another thing that's kind of hard, is that you got so many other people who are trying to do it too. So you kind of like have to like not only pick up, like keep constantly picking it up each and every day, trying to perfect what you're trying to do, because everybody else out here is trying to do it too.
Yeah.
And yeah, just as for me,
You
just
you gotta have something to like make you stand out above the crowd. That's the thing.
yeah, just be unique. And and it's hard because like I said before, like when you go stream and you do this and that, it all that runs through your head at times, and it really gets to you at most times, and it discourages you, and then life itself will discourage you. And like
Yeah.
like yeah, of course we got our jobs and we got stuff to do, but there's nothing wrong with dreaming, and trying to
Yeah.
reach something more than doing something that's what you don't do. Because I mean, hey, you live once, and life's too short. So I see it as just try it now than to live long, or like be 50, 60 years older, and thinking of what if, like what if I should have done it.
Hmm.
Just take the opportunity now, and hopefully they'll kick something off. You never know. And that's what I'd rather die happy than and knowing that we tried and
Yeah.
we try to do something with it, and then to live like thinking like, oh man, what if I just would have gone streaming that day, or back
Yeah.
then while in our prime and stuff like that. And so that's why I'd like to push everybody else into like pushing into their hobbies and what they like to do. And as that's a goal for me is like just leading a group of guys. I think I said that already, but just being a leader.
Mhm.
Hopefully if we able to kick this thing off, like I would kind of want to be like the next Optic Hex if I can be.
Yeah.
Try to do it bigger. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's no knockoff to him or anything, but I want us to just enjoy life itself and have fun with it,
Yeah.
and be a good entertainer, good streamer, a good YouTuber, yada yada yada, and all that stuff. And that's the thing for me.
And
Oh my
I feel you, man. Yeah, it's just and like the thing is like these goals are obtainable. Um,
yeah,
it's just a lot of hard work
a lot
and
of hard work that goes behind the scenes of this stuff.
yeah, and our lives, man, like like it's like they clash. Like our lives clash into our work.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for real. And it, and like throughout the day we'll try to stream, but then it's like, man, like you're
Like, oh
just
man, I
drained
got
from work, life, everything that comes with it, and it's so hard. And it's like that saying goes, like no one says it was gonna be easy,
yeah,
and whatever you do, and so only the few will survive. So I want all of us just not think of it as as it being as draining as it is, but just have fun with it and have fun with each other, and just
yeah,
enjoy everything.
yeah. Like I mean, like I said in the beginning, we're just like you. We work,
Hmm.
we wake up, we we get ready for work. We work like at least 8 hours, and then we come back and we try to play the game and like all this other stuff in the background in our lives, man.
Hmm.
Like I work at a store. I'm a cashier, but I'm
Yeah.
also a security guard. But just every day, like waking up and just heading to work, just not being happy there.
Yeah.
Like like this is not what you want to do, man. Like this is not
Yeah.
it. And
Like you
just
feel like in your heart, like you want more than what
yeah,
you're doing now.
like this.
Yeah.
What I see is like this is not me. This is just so I could like
Just get by
fund
with.
it. Yeah, like I could like afford stuff in my life and pay things off, pay bills off, pay all this off. And it's then after 8 hours you just come back home, get try to like de-escalate yourself from the outside world.
Hmm.
You eat, try to eat, and you hop on the game. And I feel like when I hop on the game, dude, it's like a whole different world.
Yeah.
Like I
Like
feel so much better. I feel
yeah.
just playing with you guys, like it's a different feeling.
Yeah. And it's
And
like the feeling like you have like when you're younger. Like it's
yeah,
just I've been playing. I mean, we have been playing with like a bunch of guys that we play with now for years, and we never met in person. And
yeah.
it's just crazy to think about. But like, we feel like we actually know each other,
Like
like from
we know more about these guys than we do like people in the real world.
yeah, for
Yeah,
real. It's just crazy how this gaming and stuff can lead to. But
yeah.
yeah,
And
it's just crazy. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
no, you're good. Um, yeah, and just adding on the fact like, oh, like I gotta keep this up, or I'm just gonna fade into the background, like
Yeah,
streaming, and then you gotta think about video ideas for your YouTube
hmm,
and editing those videos, and like next thing you know, it's already like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and you're like,
yeah.
so
You're just
you
stuck there.
sacrifice your sleep for your enjoyment, and then you just start it all over again the next day, and you're just tired. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
the
From
main thing,
life.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
main thing you look forward to hopping on back onto the game. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's what pushes you through the day. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, 3 more 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I could get to go home, and another ten
Yeah.
minute drive, and I'll be on, and I'm done for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And dude, I think the thing that gets me too is like just a life, man. Just with life, like I mean, some parts of life is good, and then there's the bad part, and
Yeah,
like the bad part is like sometimes it just lingers with you, and then it'll affect you on your like what you're trying to work on, like
yeah,
gaming, like because you can be playing and then you just have like the mindset of like damn, like because I mean, even though you get lost in this world, like you won't play as your full potential because it the distractions of the
yeah,
outside, because that's what we constantly think about. We gotta not only do we want to like focus on what we were trying to do, but also not get lost in track of life itself
yeah.
and the outside of world. And it's hard to like try to maintain the balance of every single little thing of what we try to do.
Yeah, but
And
um, like me and you, we've been through a lot, dude. Like,
yeah,
in personal
from the
lives,
jump.
like there's like a lot. Like we've been through the gauntlet, and we're still going through the gauntlet, and it's just
Yeah.
getting harder and harder.
Yeah, like straight up, like 100%. And as for those who don't know, like me and this guy right here, we've been like through it all,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
roller coaster of hell
The
itself, the
ups, the
deepest of hell.
downs, the loop, the
Like
loops, everything,
yes,
man.
and it's just crazy how far we came, and we still have that mindset, that Mamba mindset. I should say,
Yeah,
like just to keep going and just to keep pushing, and just pushing through your limits, even though sometimes we can like end up slacking off at times, and
yeah,
that's one thing that I'm pretty sure that all of us are trying to work on. But
yes,
as as for me, it's just I'm glad and happy that we still have that mindset for like not giving up. We're still holding on to this, through thick and thin. And from the jump, like as Brandon said, we've been through the most. And as we go through just like all kinds of stuff, like I don't know if some stuff is even I'm comfortable already talking about yet, but as for me personally, it's just like with family, and then
yeah,
just just freaking life, man. We've been getting beaten the fuck up by life
yes, man.
itself, and it's tough. And to still believe and have faith that into what we enjoy is something crazy that you know that me and you still hold on to this day. And
And I feel like playing the games and everything, like it brought like all of us closer together. It brought me and you
yeah,
closer, like you and your
mhm,
brothers, like
yeah,
we're cousins.
yeah,
I don't see us as cousins. I see us as
uh,
brothers, like brother
yeah,
brothers.
yeah,
And
for real, for real.
like, who's that? Oh, he's my brother.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
And the thing is with that too is like mm, we've been, dude, when you think about it, me and you have been like almost like roommates every single
Every
where we go.
yeah,
Like
dude.
it's just
It
crazy because
always
I mean,
happens.
yeah, like okay, for those who don't know where the fuck Fort Stockton is, that's where it all
Yes,
started.
dude.
Fort Stockton, Texas, west in the deep
Texas.
desert, fucking
The
Texas.
432.
Yeah, for real. And so that's where we started off on. And I remember the first time where, I mean, we had moved to Austin a while back, but I had came back and I was rooming with this guy. And man, just to think about like,
All the stuff we do. All
yeah,
the
just
things we've done. All this. Dude,
yeah,
we've
it's just
been through so much stuff. It's not even funny. And it's
yeah.
like,
And we're
it's
not
like,
even exaggerating. Like I
yes.
know people go through stuff, but damn. Like
dude, like
goddamn.
we've been on it.
And then it kicks back into your mind, like, man, like when can I have a break?
Yeah,
Like when can, like, what am I doing wrong? Like this, and then you start to question yourself and like
yeah,
whether you want to keep doing this or not, or like just to give up and just say fuck it to everything. And like for me personally, I ain't gonna lie, all the time I always feel like, man, just fuck it, dude. Like
yeah,
this, all this stuff is not working. Like it's not, life is really kicking my ass right now. I'm not really just myself.
yeah,
It's all it comes down to. Like it really messes with your mind at times. And yeah, like me and Brandon, we've been rooming for the longest time. And when I moved down there, we were there for a couple of years, and then I decided to move back to Austin, and then he moved to Cali. And I
yeah,
remember meeting up in, I guess we ended up meeting in Junction, and we just went our ways,
yeah.
split up. And you were there in Cali for a
Been
few
a
years.
long
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And we went to Junction, and we were at a McDonald's, and that was like the last time
Yeah,
we probably ever thought we were ever gonna see each other. So we're like, hey, we'll meet you next time on the, like, we see you on the game.
yeah. We'll see
I
you in the
remember having that
game.
conversation. And so years, like I say, like what, a year or two went
Yeah,
by, or a
like a
year and a
year and a
half.
half. Yeah,
You go by, and then Brandon comes back to Texas, and he ends up going to back to West Texas, I believe.
yeah. I was back in Fort Stockton.
Yeah, so you go back to Fort Stockton, and I'm still up here in Austin, and just fucking struggling on
I
what the
was,
fuck I
I
want to
was,
do.
yeah. I was trying to finish my year there at Fort Stockton. I was like, I kind of want to graduate there.
Yeah,
I was like, I've
yeah,
been there all my
same. I
life.
thought of the same thing.
Like, been
And
there all my life. All my like friends been there. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong. I have a lot of friends in California. Like those guys. Like some of those are like my football buddies over there. Yeah, the
yeah, there's
Germans, the
the Germans.
all the guys, man.
Shout out to them.
Nicholas, Joshka, all y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, y'all guys are my brothers, man. Like we've been
Yeah,
through some crazy things over there too in the locker room. Oh
yeah.
man, oh
But
man.
yeah, it just hits different, and it just feels different when you finally walk the last stage of your
Yeah,
school career and with your friends that you grew up with. It's just a different feeling than, yeah, like I said, don't get me wrong, I have great ass friends in Austin, and
yeah,
just it's fun. I mean, you're in the city, but like in West Texas, there's absolute nothing. But to us,
mm,
the bond with your friends, and like not only did we have friends, that we had family, and nothing I think could ever beat that feeling of just
yeah,
reuniting with those guys, and you know going through the school BS of it
yeah,
all.
yeah,
And so you'll have some great ass memories, and it's what crazy to think about. Me and you did the absolute same thing. Like
yeah,
we went to two different schools, and we finished back in West Texas.
yeah.
That's crazy. This is just crazy stuff right there, man.
Yeah,
We're on the
so
wall of Fort Stockton.
yes,
That famous
we're always
wall.
gonna be in that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So look. Hear me out, dude. Like
yeah,
I did not take a picture of this. So when you go back, I mean, I'm pretty sure in that wall, it
yeah,
just has my name. So in
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Austin,
yeah.
it has my picture. In Austin,
Oh
yeah,
man,
or there in Conley. I went to Conley High School. So, yeah, there in that yearbook, I'm in that picture. But in Stockton, it just has my name. So hey, screw it.
yeah.
And then
It, over there in California, I think I'm on the wall too. I'm
God
on
damn,
for football for I think we made history or something, and
damn,
they put us on the wall. I'm on that bitch.
damn. That's crazy, man. That's
We're
crazy.
in two different spots, man.
Yeah. Well, to kick back to what we were talking about,
But yeah,
yeah, we've been
yeah,
living together for like the while. Like we always somehow link up in life all the freaking time, and
dude.
that's. I mean, hey, I ain't having no problem with that, because I
Well,
mean, with me and you, we have a good ass fucking
yeah, dude.
time.
We have the best time ever, bro.
But
And
bro, at the same damn time, we have the worst fucking luck ever.
but
Like I don't know if there's a fucking,
in
yeah.
retrospect though, like in the moments of bad luck, like it brings out the best memories because we laugh about it after it. It's just
Yeah,
so funny.
bro. It's like I don't know. Like I would literally have to make a list of all the crazy stuff I had to with what we've been through now, like from where it started, from where it ended. Well, it hasn't ended, but
Yeah,
it just like the thoughts of everything that we've been through is like it's too much.
yeah.
And
Dude,
back
technically we've been roommates since we were kids because I always stayed at your house. Yeah,
yeah,
I was always there. I never wanted to go be at my house. I was always spending
yeah,
the night in our tones
yeah,
playing games.
yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, and that's true.
And
Like we've been always together for the longest time.
even like good shit and bad shit happened there too. Like we would wrestle and we hurt
Yeah,
each other and we were like, hey, like it's okay. Or
yeah,
I remember we were running around and I was running. I forgot we were probably playing tag or something, man.
mm,
And I was running and I went into the kitchen
yeah. The kitchen
and
had like a broken little
metal piece.
metal,
Yeah.
yeah, sticking out, and you ran
My
straight through that bitch.
my dumb ass slipped and my foot went and it opened up my foot on the bottom of my foot. I still have the little
Yeah.
scar there, dude.
Oh, damn. That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. Yeah, I remember that moment too. Like we're like, fuck, dude, like brother got hurt, and like
Yeah.
my mom was trying to like help you like clean it and
Yeah.
like fix it. And I don't know if you ended up going home that day.
No, she wanted me to go home. She was like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
but you did
yeah.
it.
She's like, she's putting peroxide on it and
Yo.
alcohol. She was like, it's okay, you could cry. Like you don't have to act tough. I was like, no, I'm okay. Like
Yeah.
I think you need to go home. I was like, no, I'm
No.
okay. I'm okay. I want to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we had some crazy memories, and man, yeah, we've been roommates for the longest time. And okay, to pick up where we
Yeah,
last started talking about is that we were in Stockton, and where did we ended up? Junction.
yeah,
Then we split up, and then you came back to Stockton, and I was
yeah.
still in Austin, and then you moved to Austin, and then
Yes.
we're roommates again. And so,
uh,
and then a
yeah,
few years later, then I ended up moving over
yeah.
here to Seguin. And
Now we just
but
gotta wait and see what happens after that.
yeah, yeah, you see, like you never know.
Oh, for real,
But
dude.
and then I'm not that far away. I'm like an hour away,
Yeah.
so we're still kind of close. But yeah, we've been roommates, and we've been through all fucking
Dude,
trials of life, dude, itself, and it's tough. It's
yeah, we have a lot of stories. I mean, remember? I mean, we, dude. I'm trying to pick off like a couple stories to talk about. Like, remember
mhm.
the crackhead, like the girl?
Oh my
Oh
fucking
god,
god.
dude.
Okay, this is how it started. Okay, and back in West Texas, we had a house. We had a corner house. Okay, just picture a block, and then there's the like the street, and then on the corner we had a corner house, and then there in the middle there was like some random's house, and it was the yellow house, right? We called it the yellow
Yeah,
house.
yeah, the yellow house. We all
And
lived
then
in those houses, bro, before.
yeah, that's crazy. And then right across from that street is our grandma's house. So that block right there is like literally cemented like our family block for
Yeah,
some reason.
that's our block.
Yeah, so and that's like the when you think about it, I think that's like the hardest uh side of fucking Fort Stockton. Like you
Yeah,
got like it's not like all fancy like if you go
yeah.
down like
By
across
the school.
Dickinson. Yeah, like it ain't nothing like that.
Anything
Like we
on that
grew up.
side of Dickinson, bro,
Yeah,
fancy.
it's yeah.
Anything on
So
our side,
our side, yeah,
ghetto.
you don't go there. You don't fucking go
Yeah.
there. You don't survive, no.
Only the strong survive.
Yeah, bro. Like there's literally like half-ass lights that even work over there, and
Yeah,
it's dark as
yeah.
shit.
9%. It's dark as fuck over there.
And like motherfucker, like you're literally like it feels like you're in the goddamn monte and shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's us. And not only that, we have like the cemetery like across,
Yes, dude.
like literally like a
Down,
block or two
yeah, 2 blocks away,
across,
man.
and then we got like a freaking scary ass hill to the right, and then you got like some old historic ass houses,
Yeah,
hotels
we got
down the street.
an old ass jailhouse and the oldest house in the town, literally like down the street.
Yeah, and then the oldest freaking like hotels and buildings
Yes,
like
dude.
a little bit more down. And so like like it's literally like a fucking spooky town over where we stay at. And so anyways, to pick up on the story, well, okay, we had the house, the blue house, the corner house, and then the middle house, and then the corner house that's my grandma's. Well, I think we were coming back from our grandma's to the house over there because at the time I think it was our tia lived
Yeah.
there, and our tia Angie was living there, and the door was locked, and so in the middle of the night, it's gotta been like probably like 12 or late as fuck, dude,
Yeah, it was
maybe.
late, dude.
And so we go and we cross the street to the house, literally, and to literally right next door. And so we get there, and the door's locked, and we're like, "What the fuck?" Like we're over here
Yeah.
knocking and knocking, no one's answering. We're like, "What the heck?" Like Tia's in there, and she's in the shower apparently,
Yeah.
and she can't hear us. Well, we didn't know that, and we're still banging, and we're just talking or whatever. And then I don't know, Brandon steps on like some fucking thumbtack of a
Yeah,
fucking
because remember they had that stupid ass TV curtain thing with the magnets?
yeah,
That
the way to keep the insects
yeah,
out of in
yeah,
and out of the
and
house, and
it was just ripped off, and like there's a, I guess like the thumbtacks that held it up was on the floor, and
yeah,
I fully stepped on that bitch, dude. Just
and all I heard was ooh, and I turned
oh,
around, I was like, what the fuck happened? We were like, ooh, you just like left and like sat on this chair, and I was like, well, he's like, dude, get the light, and I freaking shined the light, bro. You see this motherfucker
oh,
shit, and like
it's all the way in,
these ain't like no thumbtacks, like these are like the fucking
like heavy
king
duty
of
ones,
fucking
the
yeah, bro.
heavy
Like
duty
they
ones.
look thick as fuck,
Looking
and they
back on that, I probably should have got a tetanus shot.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
shit.
it
Yeah, you might have.
dirty.
And so that motherfucker, and it had like it looked like a thumbtack too. So
Yeah.
we just named it the thumbtack. Well, he steps on that motherfucker. I looked. And I was like, "Ooh, shit, Brandon, that looks
Did
pretty
he?
deep." And he was like, "I was like, do you want me to pull it?"
I
And
was
you're
like,
like, "No,
I
no, no,
was
no,
hesitating.
hold on,
I was thinking,
like,
I
hold
was
on,
trying to think of everything. I was like, wait,
don't
wait.
laugh.
I was like, don't touch it.
Yeah, you're like, no, don't touch it. And so like I'm over here concentrating, like trying to like take it out and like think of how to take it out. And
Yeah.
at the same time, Brandon's like, Chris, Chris, look, Chris. And I'm like, no, hold on. Let me try to fix it. Let me try to like think of ways how to pull it. Like, no, Chris. And he starts tapping me. And he's like, look
Behind
up, yeah, behind you. And I look up, bruh. I shit you not. My heart fell out of my ass so quick. Like, we literally saw the most scariest and sketchy shit
yes, dude.
ever.
So,
Like how?
so
Yes.
like to like prefaces before, so across the street from the blue house was this brown house. My best friend used to live there, but he moved to a different house in town. So that house was vacant for the longest time. But finally, like someone moved in there, but
Mm-hmm.
we all found out like it was a crack house. It was a meth house. Like people were like
Yeah.
doing drugs in there, like doing everything in there. So we just
Mm-hmm.
avoided that house. But this night, like they were having a party or something, and they're all hanging out, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think it like finally died out and like it was just quiet because
yeah,
we didn't think anything of it when we had crossed. And let's like picture like the scenery of it too. Like there's a in the corner house that we're walking to, like there's a light pole, but that light is like so dim it barely even lights up the goddamn
yeah,
street itself. Like it's just lighting up the literally the pole of the freaking light pole,
yeah.
and it's all shitty and all broken or whatever. But and so as soon as Brandon said, "Look, turn around, there's somebody there," I was like, I turn, I see this like we couldn't see this lady, like it was a lady, and she was walking up towards us, and
Her
there was
hair
like
was
a seat.
fried and everything. It
Yeah,
was
you
just
could
like
see the outline. Like
frizzy.
all we saw was the outline of this person. Like we didn't
Yeah,
see her face, we didn't see what she was
yeah.
wearing.
I don't remember what she looked like, dude. Other than
Yeah,
that, she
and
was like
so
some like white girl.
yeah, and like in our house, there's like a cement walkway towards the street to the house. And so we just slowly see this lady walking up towards us, and bruh, I fucking freaked the fuck out, and like I started like banging on the door hard. I was like, ding, ding, ding. Like Brandon was like freaking out as well. Like this bitch is
Yeah,
coming towards us,
like
and he pulls the fuck.
she has her hands behind her back, dude. And
Yeah,
then
it's sketch.
she was like, "Hey guys, like, do you think one of y'all could take me home?" And like, we're like, well, we don't drive, we don't have our licenses.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, that's okay. Like, you can still take me home." We're like, "Nah, we can't take you home." She was like,
Yeah.
"Do you have anybody inside that could take me home?" We were like, "Nah, like our tia's asleep." Da da da. And like, sorry about that. And then she ends up dropping the fucking knife behind her back.
Yeah, we
Ding,
find
ding,
out
ding,
she has a knife, and like with all like how shitty the light is, we saw
ding.
the glare of this motherfucker,
Yeah.
and like we're like, oh shit!
And that's
And
when I
at that
went.
moment,
I just pulled the tack out, bro, quick. And I was like, "All right, bye." And we took
yeah,
off to our grandma's house so fast, dude. We
yeah,
ran.
we fucking booked it, and I think did she end up walking away?
I think she was like following us for a little bit, and we had to lock the door and like look behind us, and then
Yeah,
she just walked away.
and then we finally get a text message from our tia saying that, oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
that
I was in the
you.
shower.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks a
and we're
lot,
like,
Leo. We almost
fuck.
died.
Yeah, yeah, legit. We almost died out here
All
when
because
we
you
were
wanted to
banging.
be clean. We would have
Yeah,
been dead.
and so dude, that's one of the craziest times that we've ever been through. And dude, we have a lot of spooky ass stories to
Yes,
even
dude.
go. But I'm pretty sure that's gonna have to be like in another podcast for me and you.
Yeah, just more
But what?
stories.
Yeah. What? How long has this video been up?
Oh, we good. We good. We're at hour 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we good.
So to pick up on another story of our freaking life that we had to deal with, dude.
Which one, man?
But when I thought about all this stuff, it's like we have stuff like in game and then out game, outside of the game.
Yeah.
Um, we could talk about time when we're trying to make it to the Brawly movie, the
Oh,
Broly movie.
dude. Oh my God. Dog.
Uh, oh my god, that's.
Or dude, no, you remember with when Cecil lived with us?
Oh yeah,
Oh
Cecil. Yeah.
my God, we fucked up
Oh,
the house. We fucked up the house, dude.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
another time because I don't know who the hell is watching it.
Yeah.
One of our family members at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to hold off to that story
Yeah.
later. But yeah, that moment is crazy. And dude,
Oh my.
did we
All I
fucking
gotta say,
clean up?
all of us threw up.
Yeah,
We-
like yeah, that's crazy. That's gonna have to be another time because
yeah.
that's a whole nother thing. And
It was like a movie, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then we have the stories with the fucking fireball that you played with that fire, and then you burn your fucking
A
almost
whole
burn
arm
yourself.
in my fucking chest, dude.
All we smelled was burnt hair throughout the whole house. Oh no, bro.
Spicy.
Bro,
But
the time when the house caught on fire.
dude, oh my
Let's
God.
talk about
I
that.
mean, we kind of deserve that.
Yeah. We really
I mean,
were
not
using our
deserve it.
heads.
Yeah, we weren't thinking right.
Let's just say that. And what's crazy is that Gnarly Mark was with us, and
That
it sucks that he's
motherfucker,
not on
man.
here with us. And we'll probably pick up on another time with this with him on
Yeah.
his perspective. But as for us, bro, like we had so much. This was literally in the beginning when I was literally rooming with Brandon, and I think at the time Mark had a visit from Austin when they were living up there, and so me and Brandon had a setup, and we had everything running through one outlet, but with
Yeah.
one extension
Because
cord.
there's only one outlet in our room. No, there was two. There's one by our. There's two. They're both by our bed.
Our beds.
But
Yeah.
one of the outlets we were using for our phone chargers. So
Yeah.
we were like,
Yeah.
oh, those are out of the question. So
Yeah.
we had one on the other side of the bed.
Literally, like
Literally,
against the bed.
yeah. And we had a extension cord plugged into it, those long ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then to that one, we had another extension cord plugged into that one. And then we plugged in an air conditioner and
All our two PlayStations.
so we
our
had
freaking-
three extension cords. And we had two PlayStations, two TVs, two air conditioners, What else did we have in there?
A lamp.
A lamp,
Uh,
and I think we
maybe like man,
felt like we
a
had
little
something else
fan.
in there.
Do we have a fan in that bitch? I don't
No,
know.
we didn't have a fan because we had the 2 air conditioners.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I
Dude,
think that was
I don't know. I
I
think
think
that's
that
what
was
fucked us.
it.
Yeah,
And it was just all that together. Oh my god. Me
and
and Cplex were sleeping.
mhm.
Gnarly Mark was playing the game.
Yeah, on our little setup, dude. When you think about it, our little setup was pretty nice.
Yeah,
Like
it was lit.
we had
We had
we
posters
made
on the
that room.
wall. We
Yeah,
had
we
like
made that
magazine
room into
covers.
like our little
Man
man
cave.
cave,
Hell
but it
yeah.
was our room. And so we had like the 2 TVs on each side. And at the time, we didn't think of it like to get monitors or anything yet.
Yeah.
And so, and then not only that, we didn't have the funds for it. And so we
Monitors and
had,
scuffs.
not custom, just default PlayStation
Everything.
earbuds. I had earbuds. Brandon had like the PlayStation headphones, and that was like broken in half, I think, still.
Yes, I taped them.
Yeah. If you go back to his YouTube videos, you'll probably see like
Yeah.
some of his that historic ass fucking
Oh my god.
headset. But anyways, yeah, we had the 2 TVs on side to side. So when me and Brandon would play game battles with Clyde, like just to have that little feeling, like that fist bump. Just like every
Yeah.
time we did something good, we fist bump.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
like,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
every time. And dude, that was the best
Yeah.
time.
Nice shit, bro.
Yeah. And I was back in AW, and that dude, when I think about it, I had like just like the goosebumps of like just reliving all that stuff again. Like I want to relive all those memories because
Like,
we
well,
had fun with it. With the most littlest stuff that we enjoyed every single bit of it.
like when we clutch up and we pop off, we just jump up.
Yeah,
We're right
yeah,
next to each other and we're just feeding
yeah,
off each other's energy, bro.
yeah. It was so fun, and man, that room will always go down as
Yeah,
the
dude.
Chris and Rhino first little setup in that.
Yes, dude. We should have
But
took a
anyways,
picture in there, dude.
yeah, to be honest, we should have. And man, I still remember how the layout was of everything too.
Yeah.
Like I could still draw it up to this day. Well, anyways, to pick it back up on the fucking fire story, I was asleep. Brandon was like literally laying right next to me, and Mark was playing on the game on the chair, and then out of nowhere, I'm still asleep, and I think it was either you or Mark was like, "Dude,
I woke
someone
up.
cooking."
I woke up, and Mark's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" I was like, "What's that smell, dude?"
Mark
Or
was like,
no. Mark was like, "What's that smell?" And I get up and I was like, it's probably someone barbecuing outside or something." And I go turn off.
We're the ones who
No,
barbecue.
you wake up. No, you wake up because I woke up.
Yeah, I just like barely
Because
like
you heard
put
us
my hands
talking.
up. Yeah, and I got up. I was like, "What the hell? Like, what are you talking about?" And
I
then
was
I
like,
just
"Someone's
literally
barbecuing."
see you. Okay, just picture Brandon gets up from the bed, looks around like and he's trying to look outside, see if anybody's
Yeah,
barbecuing, and like seeing if anything's coming through the little AC unit, like the smoke or whatever,
yeah,
so we could just shut it off. Because I think it was on, right? It was
yeah. It
on.
was on.
And so Brandon gets up, goes to the fucking AC unit, presses off, bro. Everything just shuts off. And like we just see a fucking flame on the fucking outlet next to the bed, bro.
Yeah, like so
Got
as soon as I pressed it, bro, beep,
it just sets
everything
off.
everything off, and then I apparently like in the living room too, the power went out,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh fuck, what just happened?"
the whole
And I'm
side
looking
of the
around.
house.
I'm looking around, and
You just see
it's dark, but then you see this little orange glow on the wall.
just flame.
I was like, "Fuck, fire!" And then Mark,
I get up. Mark
yeah,
hauls ass, bro.
he leaves.
Straight
He
up.
runs out. He runs out the house, dude. He just leaves.
Yeah, like he did.
He just
He
left.
legit just sprinted outside of the house. Like he could have warned my grandma that was like literally
In the living
like
room.
sitting there in the living room. Like he could have warned anybody. No, this motherfucker abandoned all of us and just ran
Yes.
straight outside and just yelled out, "Fire! There's a fire!" and just runs out. And I'm over here like, "What the fuck? What are we gonna do?" And so I get up and Brandon's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And he like his adrenaline's pumping. Fucking flips the bed with one hand, bro, like with the frame and everything. Just whoa. And I was like, what the fuck? And like we just see this flame, bro, and it was smoking, and it's in a little ass
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
room. And so you just see all this fucking smoke just accumulating in the fucking room, just piling up. And I'm just like choking. We're all over here
And
choking, trying to.
I end up picking up the wire, like trying to keep it off the ground, off the wall.
Yeah. And we had no clue how to set it off, and we're just trying to let it burn out itself. And then grandma and I think your mom come
Yeah.
in like, what's going on? What's going on? And you just see smoke as soon as they open the door, and we're like, oh shit. And I think
My mom comes running with a bowl of fucking water and tries to throw it at it when I'm holding it, and I had to like pull it up. And I was like,
and it's all sparkly and shit, just and flame on the fucking wall.
I was like, it's electrical. You're not supposed to use water.
Dude, she legit almost fucking threw it. Like
she almost killed me.
She was about to she was half-assed, like she barely
like a
made
little
like
bit
a maneuver.
Yeah, a little bit
And
like on the floor.
A little bit, a little water just. I'm pretty sure it was a lot. It just fell off of that bowl, and it was like one of those bowls where
salad
a big
bowls.
a big ass motherfucker. And so she comes in about to like throw that shit on you, and you stop her with one hand, like, oh no, and you're maintaining the other with the fucking sparkling ass wire. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. I can't fucking breathe.
Yeah,
I'm about
dude,
to fucking die.
It was a strong burning plastic smell, dude. It was ridiculous.
And later on, it fucking ended up like lingering in that fucking room
we had
for the
candles
longest time.
in there and everything,
It's
trying to get rid of that smell.
I think it like maybe like a week or two, it ended up going away. But man, that got our blood pumping.
We learned to use surge protectors.
Yeah. And when you think about it, it's not that we weren't not only thinking, but we probably didn't have the funds to go buy one at the time.
Yeah.
And we were just using whatever was laying around the house as well. So we just made the best of whatever was given to us. And so it ended up backfiring a little bit. And I think to this day, that wall's still a little burnt.
Yeah. Or I think they
like
painted
a black
over it.
smear. Unless they didn't paint over it, but it's still there. And dude, there's another time when at the same goddamn house, where I fell through the wall.
My god, the ceiling.
But I fell through the fucking ceiling through the fucking restroom.
Yeah.
I forgot what had happened.
We were trying to put the TV cable through the hole to our room.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad told you to get up there.
Yeah, and so I did. And like, it's in the restroom.
Yeah, the hole to the attic is in the restroom. He's like, all right, Chris, stand on the beams. Like, don't step anywhere else. Like, be careful. He's like, all right, I got you. And you go up there and you're good for a good like 5 seconds.
but okay, look, let me put y'all into my perspective of this thing. I went up there and like I'm putting
up there, man. Like
I think I had like y'all gave me the wire and like I was going through and it ended up being too short or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, and I was stepping on the beams too, and I was going, but like it's so small up there, dude, and like how long I was up there, like I couldn't like maneuver one of my legs. Like I legit had to like put my leg down, like just barely enough just to like move real quick.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, I fucking fucked up. I learned real quick, and so I had made that little move.
Yeah.
I stepped down just to make that little quick movement so I can just pick myself up onto the beam again, or like to adjust myself. And sure, you know it, I just went through. And like, bro, I fucking
everywhere, dude.
I fucking like hung on to the fucking top of the beam so fast, and I'm surprised that I didn't like break the take that shit with me. Not only that, but like smash the light bulbs that were like there. And dude, so I was
that
like,
house is old, bro. Like our grandpa built that house.
Yeah, legit. And so I fucking fall through. There's so much fucking debris from that shit, just smoking, and like I just see like white shit flying everywhere, and I'm like, fuck. The first thing that comes to my mind is like, damn, dude, I felt the grandma shit. She's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
pissed. I'm in so much trouble. And so I just see you coming in just laughing, like, what the hell happened? You're
Oh
good, you're
my
good.
god.
I was like, bro, I cannot believe I just fucking fell through this shit. And so it just happened so quick. Like it was like a boom boom fucking situation for me up there. And man, to this day, they're still, I think it's just covered. They finally covered it, right? With
Yeah,
like
yeah. With the fucking trash bag.
yeah, it's just it
Because we
was
that day I remember we were putting it up. We were using
what
staples,
yeah,
and we
yeah,
stapled
that's
the
what
pieces
was
together.
left. Dude, it was just that was just a fucking another bad day that we
It
had. And
was funny though.
I just can't believe that shit happened as well.
Yeah,
And oh man, what's another time? Oh wait, are we still good on time?
we're pushing it right now. Yeah, we're at minute 25.
Oh, okay. You just want to end it right here, pick it up on another episode
Yeah, I
with
mean
me and you.
this seems good.
Yeah, because this is also what we wanted to talk about. We're trying to squeeze in
We
like
could
our
push it a little bit longer if you wanna. It's fine.
mm, bruh. There's so much, bro.
I
Like there's
know
so much
it's
that
so
I
much
want to
stuff to
talk
talk
about with
about.
everybody. Like just with life, like on outside of within me and you,
Yeah,
bruh. I still want to continue on like on our stories because there's like literally different categories of our lives that we've been through. Like you got the spooky shit, and then you got like the sad shit, the depression, like the
yeah,
depressing stuff, and then you got the fun stuff. And there's so much between each and every one of them. Like it's literally gonna probably take up like a whole ass podcast of that stuff. And
yeah. Like from beginning to end, like we would have to talk about all that.
yeah, I feel like we should probably save that for another time
Yeah,
and just like keep like that whole story between me and you just in one whole
yeah,
ass podcast. And I think that's it. I think yeah, we try to fit in like just with life and depression and plans with in our future. I mean, we could if you want, we could talk about the plans of the future right now
yeah,
if you want to squeeze in
yeah.
through.
I mean, yeah, but
How do
so,
you want? How do you want to see our future planned out right now, and what you trying to want us to accomplish?
so I kind of want to see tour 95 take off. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like at least have some sort of following towards the end of this year,
Yeah.
and like just all of us having like at least like more of a step in the direction that we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And my plans like stream more, make more videos, and
Just
uh
make the best content out
yeah,
there for everybody.
just push out the content, man. Like stop
Yeah.
sitting around like letting these moments pass by.
Yeah. Yeah. Because dude, you pretty much hit the nail on the head on that one. Because
Yeah,
that's pretty much for me as well. Like, just trying to stay consistent with the streaming and try to keep everybody intact and not to lose hope, but like
yeah.
just to keep grinding, because
Like
I want us to.
I wanna keep on grinding. I'm still trying to make it, like at least try to make pro.
Mm-hmm,
But if that doesn't work out, I'm fine with being a content creator as well, like a streamer.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and
And
there's
that's
nothing
what.
wrong with that too. Like
Yeah,
we always play like S&D, like we play competitive stuff. So like even then, we're still having the enjoyment of all of it. So yeah, but as for me, as like the goals, it's pretty much exactly what you said. Like I want us like as a group, Tour 95, to thrive to its fullest. I want it to grow, and I know that we have some stuff in the making right now. As Diego is trying to like figure out, or we're trying to figure out like our clothing stuff, like
yeah,
t-shirts and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get my brother to. I'm trying to keep pushing him into like buying a computer so he can try to work on his crafts because that's all
yeah,
he basically needs is that computer. And because he has like all his mixing stuff with music and all that. And with the guys, I want them to be on more with us and just to interact with everybody and like have fun on stream. and see where it kicks off. I just want us as a whole group just to keep going and try do something that we never thought of doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it on our life. Not life, oh my god, on our plans in the future right now. But as far as that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you have anything to say to the people who are watching right now.
That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching once again. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below more topics we should talk about, and any more tips that we could have to improve this podcast. And we're gonna start trying to do things at the end.
Yeah. And this ain't gonna be the last podcast between me and Brandon. There's gonna be more and more with other groups and whoever knows. Like it might be just Rhino and Kitty and or Mark and Brandon or Brandon, like just a whole mix.
We got we're a lot of things.
Yeah, we have a lot of things and a lot of stories that we want to be able to share, and I don't want anybody to miss out, and I don't want anybody to miss out in any key moments in our freaking progress through our team. And so that's why I really recommend all of y'all who are watching and listening, just tune in on our streams. We have our Twitch, follow our Twitter. I'm pretty sure you probably have the link down below.
Yeah, everything will be linked down below. Go give us a follow. Go watch us.
And we appreciate anything that any feedback, all the positive vibes, everything. We highly appreciate everybody's time and listening to us and just pretty much growing with us to the top or bottom through the top. So. What the hell, Siri? What the? Siri's over here talking to me.
Yeah.
She's over here trying to say something about sending an email. I was like, what?
Oh, man.
But yeah, anyway, sorry about that little pause right there. I was like freaking out. But Brandon's on his way to end this podcast, so take it away.
So, yeah, leave a like, comment, share this to your friends and family. And our advice for today, man. Keep grinding and always use a surge protector.
Surge protector.
All right, guys. See ya.
And use your heads. Later.